Hello everyone, it's been a while since my last update, about a month or so, and quite a few changes here. One change is I did go ahead and put my front panels on. There's one there, and I left the other one off, and the reason why I just wanted to show you how I did this, instead of using hinges, I went ahead and used the cabinet type magnetic catches there. So kind of see how that is, and they just simply pull off. There's the other one there. I painted the backs like an off-white color, and of course stained the front to match um, the rest of the canopy. And one thing I wish I would have did a little different though, I used a 1/4 inch oak plywood. I wish I would have used at least a 1/2 inch. It bows. After I painted it and stained it, it bowed a little bit. So I tried to set it or straighten it out by simply laying it flat and putting weights on it for about a week. It helped a lot, but there's still a little bit of bowing in it. It's not real noticeable now, but you can kind of see where the light's coming through there, where it's not sitting perfectly flush. That's just because of it bowed a little bit, but that's okay. Still turned out nice. Really can't notice that at all. Only reason why I went with the 1/4 inch is I just wanted to keep these as light as possible, thinking that the magnets weren't strong enough to hold it, but they're more than strong enough. It actually takes quite a bit of effort to pop those panels off. I'm actually considering putting a couple pole knobs, some decent ones, maybe close to where the magnets are on each of these. I'm still thinking about that. But some other changes here I'll show you here real quick. Okay, now for the 125 gallon Reef. Quite a few changes in here. First of all, there's the Harlequin Tusk wrasse there. Doing really well in here. Not aggressive at all. Actually, the tangs were picking on it, and he just kind of ignored it, and now they just pretty much leave him alone. I will say this though, as far as the any type of hermit crabs or small crabs, he will eat them for lunch. Most of my small hermit crabs are gone now. There's just a few of the larger ones left, but that's okay. He looks very cool there. His colors came out quite a bit now. This is the Indonesia one. Then some other changes, if you'll notice over here, I moved all my hammers here. Had a lot of coral warfare going on, and some of them, actually one got damaged there, that pink hammer there, one of the heads got lost. It ended up falling into this guy here, this type of brain there, and I moved the torches down here, and unfortunately when I moved the torches, this torch here for some reason pretty much just disintegrated. Not sure why. I tried to soak it in coral dipped for bacteria infections, but that did not seem to help at all. And again, the only reason why I moved them is they started kind of bothering each other, the hammers and the torches, kind of causing each other to close up a little bit, so I just kind of separated them. But I'm pretty sure I lost that guy there. Then I also kind of redid this section here, moved the purple mushrooms here and filled in a few pieces of additional live rock, and put some zoanthids up there, and also got some new zoanthid frags. There's a few of them there, and one's there, not quite opened yet. And another new frag there, that's a pink maize brain. Then a couple of the favia, I believe, right there. Then there's another one of the bower corals. That one's more of a reddish and orange. Then a few more zoanthids there. Now, as far as the SPSs are going, they're still not the ones that started turning white. Still are not looking good. I'm pretty sure they're probably gone. I just kind of moved them over here to reduce the amount of light they were getting. There's still a couple more there that did the same thing. The Monopora is looking a little better, but you can kind of see where the damaged area is. There's algae growing on it now, so I'm not sure if that's going to snap out of it or not. Then I did get some more of the Yoma mushrooms. Right there they are. Those are turquoise and green. Then a mustard yellow right there. Then I just moved the others that were sitting there right back there behind that bird's nest, and one under the bird's nest there. Other than that, everything else is doing fine in here. All the fish are doing good. I did end up losing the whitetail tang. He had some kind of bacteria on him. about the size of a nickel, and circular and oval shapes just kept getting larger, and he ended up dying. I did try to treat it for bacteria, but it did not work. And then so what I did is I did get a few more fish in the QT. Oh, and there is one more other thing I wanted to mention in here. The file fish there. Don't know if you noticed back there where all that aptasia was. He actually started taking a liking to it and eating it right back there. See how all that's just about gone. Very pleased with that. I guess it just took him a while to start eating it. So now I'm just kind of keeping an eye on him, making sure he's not going to start picking on any coral. So far so good. So now I'll show you what I have in the QT tank. Okay, here's the QT tank. A lot larger now. This is not the 20 gallon or the 10 gallon. This is my wife's old 29 gallon cichlid tank. Ended up tearing it down and taking the cichlids into the pet store and trading them in for some other supplies. She just no longer wants to be in the hobby, so I just took advantage of the larger QT tank. And a good thing I did, because I ordered a metallic fox face and I only wanted a small to medium, and they ended up giving me a large to extra large. That guy's quite big. He's probably larger than my chocolate tang, but that's okay. I ended up getting him for the bubble algae in the 125. They're supposed to eat the bubble algae. I had a yellow fox face before, and he did a pretty decent job on it. And I also got a couple tomato clowns, and those will go into the 40 reef, and a royal grama there will go into the 40. And since the file fish in the 125 was not eating the aptasia at first, I went ahead and ordered this. Then of course after I order it, he started eating that aptasia in there. So that one there I'll probably go ahead and put in the 40 gallon instead of taking a chance of any aggression between the 2 and the 125. But that's all in here. And these guys will still remain in here before they go in the 40, except for the fox face. He's going to the 125. Probably for another to about the end of September. I just want to make sure all the ick is out of the 40 gallon reef. And I'll just show you real quick on the 40 gallon reef here. So here's the 40 gallon reef, and still doing good, just fishless. I did lose a few corals in here. I did end up losing the Gonopora. I'm not sure why. It was doing well, then all of a sudden it just started dwindling away. Then I lost a hammer in here. That branching hammer there, you'll see all the heads on it are gone. Kind of like the other one in my 125, not quite sure what happened. I did try, like I said, treating with a coral dip for bacteria, but just did not help. I did add another pump in here, right there. That came out of the 125, and that's one thing I did forget to mention. I added a larger circulation pump in the 125. I went with one of the 800 hydrors. This guy here, if you can see that. Actually, that's the 850. So I added a little bit stronger current on the left side opposite of the larger one that I have in there. And so far that's turning out well. Other than that, that's about all. There's not really a whole lot more to update in here. Oh, I did get a couple of the little small flower anemones. There's a green one there. And right there on the edge of that rock, there's a green one. Just adding here. Now the clownfish won't host those. They had a good sale on them. I just thought I'd try a couple. Never tried them. But other than that, that's all I have. And I just want to thank you for watching another video.